Hello everyone and welcome back to the From the Sidelines Gaming channel. Today we are doing something new. We are starting an F1 My Team career mode. Now what that consists of is us creating a team as we're doing right now. This is a voiceover, so everything's happened before me recording over it. So obviously we're going to call the team From the Sidelines Racing. I couldn't fit a space in, as that is literally the maximum amount of characters you're allowed to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to just look through all the stuff that we can do. So we are going to go with Slingshot Fuel, as they don't give us the most money, but they don't give us the most goals. So we only need to get 15 constructors points. We're also going to go with the Renault engine, just because it's got a good performance and it's not as expensive. And obviously we need about a second driver. So Nick De Vries, I was going to go for him, but he's worth 2 million. So as a nice touch, we're going to sign Antoine Hubert, obviously after the tragic incidents that happened, I believe, in the last F2 season. We will pick him as he has got quite good pace on him. Next livery, we've already created a livery, and if I do say so myself, it is a nice livery. We are able to change it whenever we want throughout the season. So if you guys have any ideas, then do go down in the comments. This is the good old racing badge or team badge we're going to use, and as we just edit the colours up, we'll just put the pink and the black in there. The badge colour doesn't have to be the same. I just made it sort of similar to the podcast's image. So yeah, that's it for that. And if we look at the races, I am only going to do a 10 race season. I warn you now, I am very bad at the game, so a 10 race season is probably the best. We're just gonna talk over what races we choose. We're gonna choose probably the easier tracks that I've played personally. Some of them I haven't yet still not played, so what I would like to add is I'm going to be playing on 50 difficulty. Again, I'm not very good at the game. If you guys have any tips for the game, then do add them in the comments below. I'm still trying to figure out this game. I haven't played it for a while, and I only started playing it on F1 2019. So, and even then on that game I wasn't very good, and obviously I bought this game and I'm still not as good. So yeah, we're going to add it onto 50 difficulty, which is medium. So hopefully it shouldn't be too hard. 25% on the race distance. The gameplay settings, safety car will shove on. Vehicle damage will keep to reduced at the moment, but if we do get into too many crashes, I will turn it off. Obviously I know that's not realistic, but for my sake and for the series' sake, I don't want to crash in every single race and have to retire from every single race. So race starts will have us assisted, since I still haven't got them right on target yet. And the assist, this is what we're running with, because again I'm not the greatest at the game yet. Still trying to get pit assist is off though, so that's something. So yeah, 10 races, 50 difficulty, and we'll start doing what we do. Just going to speed up this bit. The interview, we chose Williams as our rivals, so, and I do apologise if this bit is a bit not the greatest quality. I've sped it up by 4 times the normal speed, just so we can get through we do a durability upgrade, and then we don't have enough acclaim points for the aerodynamics. And here's the car reveal. Obviously we've already seen it. Again, not the greatest quality at all, but yeah, we will jump into the race weekend. The Australian Grand Prix is the first race, and yeah, we do unfortunately have to do the first practice, which I'll show you highlights of. I don't normally do the practice when I did my career mode last year. Obviously I didn't have my team last year, but in the normal career mode I was at Toro Rosso, or Alpha Tauri as they're called now, and I didn't do the practices, I just simulated them because I just wanted to get into the qualifying and the race weekend. So here I'll show you just the level I'm at with the track acclimatization, which we'll show you now. Just gonna go for it. We'll use the hard tires, I believe we used. Yeah, we used the hard tires just so we can get used to the track. You know, I haven't played this game in a while, so obviously we'll drive out just to get ourselves back into the rhythm of things. Might I say is once I actually got to use this car, it is actually quite smooth. Obviously I do need to get used to it, obviously a lot more than because I am quite used to like the Red Bull car and the Mercedes car from like doing time trials and things like that, and already you can see we didn't turn perfectly already. I'm not going to put the DRS on, we just want to warm up the tyres a bit, get used to the car, get used to the track. So if we do jump to the track acclimatization, as you can see we do start off quite well. We get the DRS on a purple, which is really good. Purple is the best you can do. Obviously speed is key in this, but we also want to get through all the checkpoints or the gates, whatever you want to call them, so we can try to just get used to the track, like we said before. Obviously I'm not an F1 expert, but I do know a few stuff. So if you jump to the end of the lap, we've already got one ready, as you can see up there, which was turn 12, I want to say, maybe turn 11. As we come to the final corner, I do believe we get another red here, or do we? I can't quite remember. Yeah, we do. We missed the last one stupidly, but that's fine. Practice ones are over. We do finish 9th in practice 1. No, 8th, sorry, in practice 1. Huber in 17th. As long as we're above the Williams, that's the target. Obviously, the Williams aren't the greatest, as we know from the season so far. But I also would like to add that we aren't the greatest racer of all time either. So as we just load here, I'm not sure why I've added this into the clips, but hey ho. We do simulate practice 2 and practice 3, and we jump straight into qualifying. We did do 2 laps of qualifying. I'll show you the fastest lap, which I believe was the first lap that we did. In the second lap, I think we spun out. So there we go, just proving that we're not the greatest individual racer. As a team, obviously we will try to fight for some championship points. Obviously we need to get at least 15 constructors points, which shouldn't be too hard. Obviously top 10 gets you the points, and there's 22 racers on the track, 22 drivers on the track. So it isn't impossible, but there's also going to be an air of difficulty. So we do the flying lap. That was a start. Here's the end of the lap. We do manage to get quite a good time, I believe. Yeah, a 1:27, which at the time put us into P3. So yeah, that was the first lap we did and our fastest, and we managed to qualify in 13th, which I'm happy with. Bottas is on pole, which doesn't surprise me, but obviously you do think Lewis would be on pole. Hubert qualifying above both Williams is what we like to see. Obviously I'm not expecting Hubert to set the world on fire just yet, and I'm not really expecting myself to set the world on fire just yet. Obviously 13th is really good for our first GP. Obviously the Australian GP is a decent track. I do like it. I think it's a good one. As we move into the race, we are using the soft and medium strategy, the default strategy given to us. So 7 laps on the softs and then 8 laps on the mediums. I will try, since it's half term this week and I have got a bit more time, I will try and get another episode of this out during the week, and hopefully a FIFA episode out during the week as well. So do look out for that as we enter the race. I'm not sure why we're on the race strategy for so long, but yeah, let's start the race. Let's get it. And by all means, which you'll see in a minute, this was a very, very poor start on my part. I was gonna go straight into Ricciardo there if I didn't slow down, and as a punishment, we dropped quite a few spaces. We're now down into 18th from 13th, so probably one of the worst starts we could have hoped for, as we do bump into Kvyat a little bit there. Hubert is on our tail as we move into lap 2. Magnussen is now in front of us, Kvyat making the move on him. But yeah, like I said guys, obviously I'm not the greatest at this game yet. I will get better as I play it more. It's a very difficult game to get a grip on, so obviously I'm not going to get good at it overnight. But yeah, Magnussen in the Haas, again one of the slower cars on the grid. I think we might have a slightly better car than them, but obviously Magnussen is an experienced driver, as we do take that turn quite nicely. I believe a chicane, I'm not sure if that is a chicane, as we do make the move on Magnussen. A slight bump and we're past him. It's a good move, and Jeff's there to tell us it's a good move. Obviously you get a warning for a collision with Magnussen, but you know what, we don't care about the warnings unless we get a penalty, in the case we will care about the warnings. And we're gone. He is well behind us now. So as we move into the 3rd lap, Hubert managing to get past Magnussen as we bin it a little bit here. Hubert has passed us, Magnussen has passed us, so all that hard work we did to get past Magnussen has just been put to bed, as we've almost been the race in the 3rd lap. But I do believe we do get past Magnussen here. A little love tap there and we're past him. So Hubert is now in our sights. So yeah, not the greatest start for us in the season, but that's how you learn from your mistakes. We are behind Hubert now. We're going to move our fuel gauge up to rich because Jeff is telling us to do so. We're in the DRS zone. We have got minor front wing damage, which is probably giving us a tad bit more speed, but obviously we can't turn as efficiently, or we can't turn as effectively as we would like to. But we're keeping up the pace with Hubert. In lap 5, what I would like to add is Hubert will probably not pick up many points in the season, so we're gonna have to rely on ourselves to sort of pick up the 15 points. If Hubert picks up some points, that would be absolutely great. So lap 5 of 15, as it's 25% race. If we move into lap 6, as you can see, we're still keeping up the pace. Hubert has overtaken Giovinazzi, but we are indeed going to pit, just because the front wing damage is making us lose time. We're not the only ones that obviously have pitted in this lap. As you can see, Sainz and Stroll pitting earlier in the lap. Hopefully we can get into the midfield battle. Not the greatest pit exit for us, but 7 seconds for a front wing replacement. Obviously I don't know if that's great, but we are now in last place as Latifi has fallen out of the session. We're now on the medium compound and we have a new front wing, so we should be able to catch Russell, Magnussen and Hubert. Magnussen and Hubert have pitted, so maybe this is a chance for us. Maybe this is a chance, which it is. Magnussen's still in the pits, just leaving the pits by the looks of it, and we're past him. Hubert next on the list, who isn't miles away, must I add. He is only around 3 seconds in front. As we move into the 10th lap, he is now in our sights. Both him and Russell are in view. Magnussen we have pulled away from. Promising signs, must I say. Obviously I would like to get in front of Russell, as we are sort of rivaling the Williams from the interview that you have at the start of the career mode. But yeah, we are making ground here. We are catching Hubert. Obviously Hubert, I would love him to get in front of George Russell. As we come around, it is a chicane, right? I'm hoping that's a chicane, because otherwise I'm going to look like a bit of a knob. As we move into lap 11 to the same part of the course, we are right behind Antoine Hubert. We might be able to get the move done on him here. Doesn't look like it, and we don't. As we get the DRS going, we are using our overtake button. As we do a bit of a love tap again, and we did pass him at some point, and I actually don't remember when we passed him. I think it was at the end of lap 11 we did manage to get past him. And now George Russell is in our sights. He is right there for the taking. Can we get past him is the big question. But we've actually gone really wide, and we've absolutely binned it, and we've been forced to retire in the session. A bit of overconfidence has caused that. I tried going on the inside line and we just absolutely went wide and binned it completely. So first race and we've DNF'd. I've got picked up a DNF. Bottas wins the race. So mistakes are what we learn from, which we will be learning from, there for sure. So obviously Bottas wins the race. Looks like Lewis came second and Verstappen came third. So maybe if Lewis was the race winner, we wouldn't be looking at much of a difference in performance from real life. But yeah, that's we just got to look at our own mistakes really. There's we've got to learn from them. Obviously trying to overtake Russell was our downfall. If we look at the race, Bottas obviously wins a race. Albon dropping from second to fourth, and Esteban Ocon winning driver of the day, as you can hear there. Hubert finishing 18th above Russell, which is what we love to see, and obviously we hit with a DNF. So obviously we're hoping for a better outcome in the next one. We are going to make, hopefully we have enough acclaim points to make some additions to the car, some improvements, some definitely some improvements needed. It's a smooth car to drive. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode, first episode of F1 My Team Career Mode. Thank you guys for watching, and we shall see you in the next one.